how I train upper body muscle groups versus lower body. And I'll put it out for any of you who noticed in my last video. When I'm nervous on camera, I do get red in the neck and on the chest. So nothing's wrong. My blood pressure isn't too high. It's just what I do. So people have commented for my full body workouts that there's X number of exercises targeting the upper body, X number for the lower body, which is less. I don't understand. Lower body should be my focus. Can you explain? I am an old school bodybuilder at heart, and I use compound exercises for the lower body. That means when we're doing a move, we're likely hitting multiple muscle groups. For example, an RDL, glutes and hamstrings, sumo squat, we've got inner thighs and glutes, so multiple muscle groups. For the upper body, I use isolation exercises. Now, let's do, for example, a dumbbell row. You're hitting the back. You are going to have a little bit of bicep involvement as well. Is it going to build you these kinds of arms though? No. So I like to do direct isolation work for the upper body muscle groups. That's why when you compare number-wise, it feels like more for the upper body, but believe me, we are training them equally. I say that I'm an old school bodybuilder at heart, but you do not need to worry. You are not going to grow massive amount of muscle overnight. It takes many, many, many years to get to that type of physique. I've been training for 15 years. This is where I'm at. Men have way more testosterone than a woman. So just biology wise, they are going to add more muscle than we can naturally. And a lot of the bodybuilding images that you see online, they are enhanced through drugs. It's not natural. So don't let me scare you. Common question is, how do I start? And it's a really tough one. So I'm going to ask you this. Are you walking 30 minutes every day? Do you do any form of exercise? Do you have a sore elbow? Can you press overhead? Do you have good shoulder mobility? What about squats? How are your knees? Can you squat? I can't tell you how to start a weightlifting program without knowing all of this information. So I can't consult with everyone one-on-one and offer advice to help you get started. You truly do need to work one-on-one with a personal trainer who can evaluate the form, provide detailed coaching cues so that you are building a solid foundation and lifting weights safely. My workouts are for those who have experience lifting weights, have general fitness. So just because they're free online doesn't mean they're for everyone. And so I'm being totally straight up with you when I recommend, if you're new to fitness and you want to start lifting weights, you really should do it under the advice of a personal trainer. So I'm not going to discount hiring someone because it is extremely important. Today, I'm training chest and triceps, and I'm going to give you a little bit of the workout, let you view a little bit of my workout. I'm trying to make this totally natural and not so scripted. Hopefully you enjoy it. So I'm going to start with a warm-up of push-ups. If you are trying to get your first push-up, chest and tricep day is super important because a push-up involves the chest muscles, triceps on the back of the arms, you've got some shoulder activation, and then core, total core to push the body up. You get better by practicing things, doing them regularly and frequently. So when I want to increase my push-up count, I use push-ups at the start of every workout as part of my warm-up. I do one set and I go to failure. So want to see? Let's go. 22, not bad. I increased my weight, usually do 25s, upped it to 30s today. In case nobody's told you, you're aiming for the middle of the chest, which is, if you were to draw a line in between each nipple, that's the middle of your chest. You don't want to come too high or too low. As well, when you sit up, a lot of people will bring their elbows out to 90 degrees. Bring the elbows down so that the hands are at 45-degree angles to the body. Press up. This will help to take the exercise out of the front of the shoulders and keep it in the chest. Also, by pinching the shoulder blades together, it'll raise the chest up. Again, helping you to press through the chest. Here we go. That was a perfect weight selection. We're working in the 8 to 12 rep range for hypertrophy muscle growth, but your body doesn't know numbers, so that is only a guide. When I was using my 25s, I got up to 15 reps. Am I still gonna grow muscle? Absolutely, because the most effective way to build muscle is to work to muscle fatigue. That's when your form breaks down and you can't complete another rep with proper form. You want to challenge yourself to the point that you're getting to an area in which your form breaks down. That's when you stop. Okay, now I'm going to go into a close grip press. I'm going to be pressing in on each hand into the dumbbell, which is really going to activate that chest. Press up and come down to the middle. You could use 2 dumbbells pressing in on one another. I happen to have this weight, which will do just fine, pressing in on the palms of the hands. So I could have probably gone with a 35 on this. I don't have a 35, so I really slowed down the tempo. That eccentric phase when I was lowering to my chest was to a count of 3. 1, 2, 3, press up. You can't change the texture of your skin. What you can do though is fill an area in with muscle. By increasing the density, it'll press against the skin, making it look tighter in appearance. My favorite triceps exercise is skull crushers. Involves all 3 heads of the triceps, so it is the more challenging exercise, but it does a body good. Arms overhead, angle them back slightly. Dumbbells come down alongside the ears and press up. We're going to finish today off with an overhead triceps extension. Upper arms stay alongside the ears. Don't let the elbows flare out.